In my dreams, I
I get it. I get it. Yeah. I run New York.
Money, money, money. 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 Money, money, money.
Liquor makes me quicker, but when we got see better. Oh yeah.
Money, money, money. Money, money, money. Money, money, money.
Hey, who'd you talk to? What's going on? It is me, Mike Lever King Michael. This is legit. Paranormal Clips brought to you by legit. Podcast.com. It is June 15th, 2023. For the math geeks, let's do 5 times 1 is 5. 6 minus 5 is 1. 2 times 2 is 4, minus 3 is 1. One's on both sides. Joining me, the birthday boy, Buddy Money Thayer. What's up, buddy?
Oh, good evening, Mike. How you
Good
doing
evening.
tonight?
I'm doing
It's
good.
a lovely, lovely day in the neighborhood as I turned 44 years old today. I want to give a big shout out raise my captain's daughter, my glass of captain's daughter. It's a beautifully crafted beer here in Wesley, Rhode Island. I want to give a big shout out to my mom who gave birth to me. She spent over 30 hours in labor, and I think they pulled me out like the alien in a C-section, and she's like a little lady. She's like 4'11" now, and I'm 6'4", so you can imagine the trauma that I put my mother through in the last 44 years. So big shout out to Mom. Thank you for birthing me and for putting up with all my bullshit since.
You know what's weird is I did not know that you were born at 6'4".
I was
did not
actually
know
born
you
at
came
like
into the
23
world at
inches, Mike, but
6'4".
yeah,
What?
I was kind of a big kid. I was 23 inches when I came out.
Oh, I thought you said 6'4".
I came diving out of that, right? But
No, I
that
thought you said
hole in the
6'4".
stomach,
I'm
but
just,
yeah,
no,
that's
yeah,
it's
just,
awful.
I,
put
no,
that
I,
one
I,
way hell, right
yeah,
from
I'm
the
sorry.
beginning.
No, I'm sorry. I thought you said 6'4". My bad.
No,
Joining
yeah,
me, speaking of 6'4", joining us is Block Island Rick. What's up, Rick?
What up, guys? How we doing?
Hey, Rick.
Oh, we're doing good. We're doing good. How are you? How's Block
I'm
Island?
good. I'm good. I missed you guys last week, but I watched the show. It was fantastic as always.
We had a good show last week, yeah.
All right. So speaking of last week and fantastic, joining us is Sarah. I won't say
Hey,
it. Normal. How are you, Sarah?
I'm good. How are you? Happy birthday, buddy.
Thank you, Sarah Paranormal. I did Paranormal.
Yeah, it just fits too perfectly. Spelled with an H at
does,
the
it
end.
works.
Parah, P-A-R-A-H. Oh, it's fantastic. Hey, buddy, let me ask you this really quickly. So did you like the intro?
Mike, that was one of your better intros ever, only because my face pretty much dominated the whole thing. But yeah, I really liked it. I love the
Liquor makes me quicker?
clip, like right there in the middle there. That was pretty enjoyable, dude. I definitely like that, and I feel special. Thank you.
You are special, but other than that, what killed me was that was ABBA, and it sounded like they were saying "Buddy, money, money." When they were literally just saying "money, money, money," but man, you can tell that's not their first language. Sarah, what do you think about ABBA?
I love ABBA. Mamma Mia.
Yeah, that's a
Hey.
good one. I know.
Yeah.
Rick, what do you think?
I can do ABBA. You know, not all the time, but there are special occasions that ABBA is appropriate.
Anybody who does ABBA all the time,
See that
you don't trust that
girl
person. Don't trust them. Don't trust him or her.
Yeah.
So before I go into who's going to be on tonight, I think we're going to have Sin Schrader Hill. Am I correct?
Right, not related to Tyreek, but yes, Sid will be joining us and going over more of what she had and some of the stuff that she came with the last time that was really good. So she'll be on in just a little bit.
I'm waiting for your train to go right off the tracks into the loons.
Oh no!
So,
The Loons are going to support me with their love, Michael.
Rick, what do you got going on tonight that you got to leave early? I got a memo.
We got some tours going on tonight. I'm gonna show people around this lovely rock that I call my home.
Wait a minute. Tours? What do you mean by tours, Rick?
Block Island Ghost Tours. I think you guys should know. And I got my new shirt. It says "Serial Killers on Block Island?" Question mark.
Ooh.
This and so much more you can learn on our Block Island Ghost Tours.
I entered a volleyball beach tournament when I was much younger. We were the serial killers. It was Applejack the Ripper.
Nice.
Larry was Sugar Bear Manson. Oh man, it was hilarious. We came up with a name for about 8 cereals that were serial killers. I mean, it got down to like Cocoa Krispies and that stuff. And once you start going to anything that's an alternative of the original cereal, you start hitting like you have to put the word cocoa in front of it. I don't want to touch it. You know what I mean? Give me the original.
Give me the Count Chocula.
Buddy, what would you like to hear first? I have a joke about clowns. I can tell you a quick joke about sanitary napkins, or I can give you my opinion on Whoopi Goldberg.
Let's go sanitary napkins, Mike, please.
All right. Yeah, a guy goes golfing, right? And he gets lost. He can't figure out where he's at. He can't figure out where he is. He hit the ball in the woods, doesn't know where he's at. He sees this woman. He says to her, I'm sorry. I don't know where I am. What hole am I on? He's like, listen, I'm on the 7th. You're on the 6th. You're on 6th. He goes, thank you. Goes back to golfing. Later on, hits another one in the woods. He gets lost. Can't figure out where he is. Comes out, sees the same woman. He says to her, hey, I'm sorry to ask you. I'm embarrassed. I don't know where I'm at. She goes, I'm on 14. You're on 13. He goes, all right, thank you. So after he's finished golfing, he goes back to what's called the 19th hole, as they do. And he starts, he goes up, he says, can I buy you a drink? And she says, yeah, all right, sure. So, they start talking, this, that, the other. And she says something along the lines of, what do you do? And he goes, no, you first. What do you do? And she's like, I'm in sales. He's like, oh, that's crazy. I'm in sales too. He goes, well, what do you sell? And she goes, I'll tell you, but you can't laugh at me. He goes, all right, I promise to laugh at you. She goes, all right, I sell sanitary napkins. He starts dying laughing on the floor. And she's like, you said you weren't going to laugh at me, right? He goes, yeah, I know, but it's important. He goes, I sell toilet paper. She goes, yeah, I guess it is kind of funny. He goes, that means I'm still one hole behind you. Now, buddy.
Wow, that was deep, Mike.
Well, I gave you a choice right there. I gave you 3 doors. You picked.
Right, I did pick the sanitary napkins.
It can't be my fault. I can't be held for that. Now, Sarah, what's new with you? What are you going on? Explain, Sarah, who you are, what you do. What was the kindergarten cop? Who is your daddy and what does he do? Wasn't that it? Who is your daddy and what does he do? All right, sorry.
Okay, well, I guess I would call myself a parapsychological field investigator, which is a fancy ghost hunter.
Yes, it is.
But it's good. That's good. I have a team called Florida Paranormal Investigators. We're adding a bunch of minions tomorrow. We have a team meeting. We're going to be training them. So I'm excited. Minions. I'm excited to make someone else go down the dark, spooky, trap or area full of cobwebs and mold and crap instead of doing it myself.
New people are always exciting on a paranormal team. I just recently picked somebody up, and you can make them do Joey Paranormal. I still make them do all the awful things, crawl the attics, and go in the creepy basements by himself. Yeah, it's great. It's great to have it's great having us.
Hey, buddy, is that why I'm still not in Ocean State Paranormal?
Because you won't go in the haunted. Mike, you just don't come. You're invited, and you're like, oh no, I'm afraid. I'm not going to come.
No. The problem, no, buddy. The true problem is I'm afraid that I'll be bigger than Ocean State Paranormal. You know what I mean? I don't want to cast shade on a group that I love. You know what I'm trying to say? I don't want to do that, buddy. You know how I am.
That makes sense, Mike. I totally understand your point now.
Hey,
wow.
I can swing. All right. No, but seriously, all right. Let's go back to this. So, Sarah, one thing
Yeah.
that me and Buddy, well, not Buddy didn't get in trouble, but I did, was you can't say ghost hunter.
Well, you can.
They
I'm not
ask,
saying you can. You absolutely can.
well, they ask ghost hunter or investigator. You remember
There
that?
is a difference, though. You got to understand. The ghost
There
hunter
is.
is the guy
There
that runs
is.
around the cemetery. The guy who like goes to a place expecting to see something. Goes to a place that's notoriously haunted just to have that experience. That's a ghost hunter. Like an investigator, or what Sarah might do is a little bit more in depth and requires a little bit more attention. Sometimes.
What you just basically told me was like, yeah, one's Pepsi and it tastes kind of like a Coke ripoff.
Yeah.
It's just crap.
No,
And the other one's
Yeah.
Coca-Cola.
No, Mike.
So investigator is that much cooler, and ghost hunter's here, right?
Well, yeah, like Buddy said, like what the people that go to these places over and over again, that someone's already proved they're haunted. What are you investigating? And it's fine if you're just looking for an experience.
Right.
Like, that's hunting. Investigating is more figuring it out,
Now,
what's actually
see,
going on.
I think the word hunting is getting a bad rap there, Rick, because in my book, like Craven the Hunter, hunting would be the most important intellectual thing you did because you're actually hunting it to catch it. That's why I don't buy the word hunting. Hunting means I'm going to catch that thing, and I'm going to catch it, I might kill it, and I'm going to bring it back and hold it up like this. You go, hey, I got it.
And that's
Mike-
what they do.
Rick?
May I be as bold as to say that at this point I will speak to the nerds? Hunting, thrill seeking, and then we have investigation.
Mm-hmm.
We're taking the data, we are looking at it, we are putting it through the scientific method, and we are drawing hypotheses and coming with conclusions. This isn't always just a thrill seeker,
I love that.
I
answer.
like that, Rick. That was
That was
What
great.
the just happened? Where did that come from? When,
You know?
You know what? Why is Rick starting to look more and more like a messiah sitting there with his long beard in here? What is going on?
He's got like a throne going on, dude. You see that?
Oh,
What's that?
no.
Oh, Shakespearean. Very Shakespearean.
Is that the
What's up with
roommate
the
that went
private
to,
secretary?
is that the
I'm in the ghost shop, obviously. I'm surrounded by skulls. I'm sitting in a big haunted chair. I got a haunted doll over here.
We should have known.
Rick,
You should have known.
I have a ghost, I have a cattle skull right there from Holly, but it's painted in Giants red, blue, and white colors.
So
I
much.
named him Mo the cow.
Destroyed it.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, Rick. I put him on a team that's going to be winning in the next couple of years. So
Yeah, okay.
there he is, Mo, the cattle skull.
Not October 10th or whatever the fuck the date is.
Buddy, let me ask you this. For your birthday, would you rather have Tua go the whole season without any conversation about his head, or the Dolphins defense to be in the top 5?
The Dolphins defense to be in the top 5.
Yo, that's a
I'll
real
take conversations about Tua's
real
head all
football
day. As long as he's not injured, and that's all that really matters.
Would you like to do the introduction for our guest?
I would love to do the introductions for our guest, Michael. Our guest joins us from the Elk Valley Paranormal. She's the founder of that fine organization. I believe they're out of Tennessee, right? Shake your head. Yes, they're out of Tennessee, which is a lovely state. I had the absolute pleasure of traversing across Tennessee in 1988 with my parents.
You did what now?
She came to the show earlier when we were on, and she brought a whole bunch of really good clips. And we had an opening tonight, and she's like a wild card on all our shows. She's on like she gets co-host. So welcome to the show, Sin Trader Hill. It's a pleasure to have you back and see your face yet again this week. Thank you for coming.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Thank
That's
you.
all
Nicely
I
done. So, Sin, how are you tonight? You're in the hot seat. You're not in the co-host. You're actually presenting clips. How are you feeling?
I am. I just raced through the door. I got pulled over. I told my yoga group, look, I got to go. So I cut them off 15 minutes, and just blah, blah, blah. So I'm like that.
Yeah, I know how that goes. So I'm going to let Buddy take the beating. I'll let him.
Yeah.
What do you think we want to look at first?
So
Buddy?
in the list there, Mike.
Yep.
I
I'm
uploaded
here.
them, and
Yes.
if you go down to the first one that's right after my beautiful face, it says
Five.
Let's play 5 first.
Hey, by the way, Once again, thank you for putting in order 521364. Good job, buddy.
Absolutely, Mike.
No, I'm being serious. Like, don't do it numerically. Just throw them all around. Let's play bingo, buddy.
You're a
He likes you a lot.
Wait, stop. What I heard was he likes you a lot.
That was me.
Yeah.
He likes you a lot. Yeah. Let's hear it one more time.
He likes you a lot.
So wait a minute, Sim. Before you get to talk, we get to make dumb claims about this.
Right.
I know.
All right. What's the first noise you hear before she talks? Does it sound like yeah? Listen.
He likes you a lot.
Does anybody else hear?
And then it's yeah. I think.
Does anybody else hear the breathiness in the beginning before she speaks?
He likes you a lot.
Yeah,
What
you
I'm
can
saying
hear
is,
it.
does anybody else hear that the fact that there's like a breathy type? What the frig am I saying? Breathy. There's like a breathy type voice, and it sounds like she mutes it when she talks. I'm almost of the opinion that it almost sounds like it's muted when she speaks. Like I don't know if the thing's talking the whole time, or because we have yet to ask her about it. I don't know if it's digging into the tape of a new tape. Rick, what do you hear?
I heard the yeah for sure. And
No, did you not hear what I'm talking about though?
no, it sounded breathy the whole time.
Okay, Sarah, what do you hear?
Wait, can I ask Sin if it's a voice activated recorder first?
No, that would
It's
be breaking
not.
the rules.
It's not.
Damn it!
Ooh, Sarah's in trouble.
Jeez.
What'd you
Don't ask
do?
questions. We are not allowed to ask questions. So go ahead.
Okay.
What do you think? What else?
Well, if it's not a voice, I don't know. It sounds like there might be a few more syllables in there, but I couldn't make it out. I did hear
Buddy
the yeah.
money. Buddy money.
Yeah.
What do you hear? Other than like,
I hear Sin say that, and then I hear like a shuffle, like a noise, and then I hear yeah. But I don't think it's an additional voice. I just think the yeah is the voice. And it's just maybe like these recorders are super sensitive, so it could be picking up anything really right now at this point. I just think it's the yeah for sure.
No comprende, senor. What do I can say to you is this? Do you hear breathy voice before she says the question? Do you hear that, buddy? No?
I don't know.
He likes you a lot.
No, I just hear the yeah.
You know what's tough is it's definitely a yeah. That's what's tough about this one. Like there's definitely a yeah. Anybody else have any genius theories? Buddy, go ahead.
Honestly, to hear what you're talking about before, which Sin speaks, it's just like a millisecond. Like if I was in a meeting and if someone was presenting that, I'd be like, open it up. I want to hear like 5-10 seconds before, 5-10 seconds after, so we can ascertain whether it's not a voice or it's like just a noise that the building's making. So I honestly, if this was a meeting and we were reviewing a clip, I would say it says yeah, and then everything else is you can't present anything else as anything because it's just.
Thank God it's not a meeting. Now, Sin, what exactly were you doing? Where were you, first of all?
This was at a really old hometown business, and this was during the reveal. I actually got so much during the investigation, I played my recorder during the reveal just to see if I could capture any more. This place was crazy.
So, all right, wait a minute now. Stop. What type of place was this again? I do speak for them.
It is an old building that was built in the late 1800s. It is still in use, and it's been, added onto about 4 or 5 times, I think. But it's a huge building, and it's crazy haunted.
What would why would? All right, I'm not going to ask you that first. Let me ask this. So, what type of recorder are you using?
A Sony. Just a little digital recorder.
Digital recorder.
I have the same recorders. I know exactly what you mean.
That's important. Digital is very important because digital cuts down on the all the other noise usually. Now, Sin, do you hear the voice the whole time? Like we hear, or you just hear the yeah?
I have cut out what was noise to me, so I'm not hearing what you are. No.
All right. I literally sounds like either something's trying to get through the whole time you're there, or it was like, but it's digital, so I can't go with that other theory. Rick, what do you got?
I was going to ask, has it been, was it processed at all or just clipped?
It's put on Audacity,
Yeah,
and it was amplified.
gotcha.
Definitely amplified.
Nothing wrong with amplification. All right. So, buddy, what do you think of this?
I think it's a male voice saying yeah. And
Male voice?
I think it's a male. It's a male voice
All right.
for sure, and it's giving her a direct response.
Sarah, did you hear that?
I heard more syllables. It was like bum 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 bum, like 4 syllables.
Wow.
That's exactly right. There are 4.
Yeah.
And I just can't make them out though.
So it's not just saying.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
It's not just saying yeah, no.
No.
I don't think.
Rick, you don't hear that, or you just hear yeah?
Yeah, no. I heard it sounds breathy. There is some breathiness. The only thing I could make out was that last syllable. That's why I asked if it was processed. It almost sounds like it was compressed.
So, Sin, tell me what you heard, what you think that was.
Find out her name.
Whoa.
They weren't happy with me.
Oh, wow. They wanted to know your name, you mean?
Yes.
Now, all right. How come some ghosts, let me retract. How come some spirits, some, I don't know, energy, know our names, and then others have to ask for our names?
That's a
Who
good question.
knows? Who knows?
No. Well, I mean, because I'm being serious. Like, I've been called by my name, supposedly. So it's like,
Right.
they know me, and I don't put my stuff out there for nobody. Why would they ask about you? Like, in other words, why don't they know your stuff?
Right. And then some places I go, they do. Even
Ooh.
before I say what my name is. They know you coming in the door.
Rick, would you rather be known coming through the door or be an unknown?
Oh, I've been asked for a few times, which is not my favorite thing in the world. But I actually had a group out. We were in Club Soda the other night with the Spirit Box, and wasn't really getting much. And I said, well, let's try something. I said, can you say any person whose hair's name? And I heard Ruben, and I said, no, not a sandwich. And the girl who was holding the Spirit Box at the time threw the Spirit Box. She goes, that's my nickname, Ruben. So,
Wow.
Oh, wow.
cool.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What a horrible nickname.
Yeah.
No, really. Like, what girl wants to be known as Ruben? Hey, Ruben. Like, what? Buddy, what would you like to hear next as you stare at all the happy birthdays you keep getting on social media?
Can we just go to 2, Mike? And go 5, 2, 1?
Oh, you can do whatever you want, buddy. It's your birthday.
Whoa, that was quick.
How you doing? How you doing? Is that an Italian guy? Wait,
Do
did
that
you hear
again.
how you doing? It went, shh, how you doing? You didn't hear that? Nobody else heard how you doing?
Do it again,
One
Mike.
more time, please.
Hey, buddy, by the way, what did I just talk about?
Hey, how you
What?
doing?
No, it was Italian, wasn't it?
Hey, oh, hold on
Whoa.
again. I'm getting my beer.
Sorry, buddy. Rules are rules.
Ooh.
Don't tell me you didn't hear how you doing. It went, shh, how you doing? How you doing? I swear to God, it was.
Yeah, how you doing? I'm looking at what the EVP is supposed to be, and I do hear that as well.
It was 22 times.
How
Get
you
the papers,
doing?
get the
How you
papers.
doing? It does stand out for you initially. Yeah, it does.
He says it twice. How you doing? How you doing? I swear to God, he fades off like a real Italian would. Like he says the last part lower. You go, how you doing? How you doing?
Let's go get some sausages on Central Hill. Yeah.
Hey, guys. All right, Rick, what did you hear?
I don't know. It happened so fast. Now I'm hearing My Blue Heaven. I'm hearing Steve Martin.
You're not hearing how you doing? How you doing? Try it again.
Do it again. It happened so fast.
Dude, wait a minute. You slow it down?
I guess I could hear that.
Of course you can. Sarah.
I mean, I heard how you doing, fuckface. But
Wow.
Almighty.
Now that's
Sarah.
the girl from the Bronx right there.
Sarah.
Right.
So Sarah, Tuesday at 11:30,
yeah.
go to HR in the
You got my
package.
appointment. There you go. Go
Do
get it.
not park
Oh.
up front. Do not.
That's
park
twice,
up
Sarah.
front.
You're in trouble again.
Buddy, what did you hear there? Because I heard, I didn't hear what she heard. I didn't Eddie Murphy it. I heard, how you doing? How you doing? What did you hear, buddy? Other than happy birthday?
Well, so I'm looking at what the clip is saying. Or
Yeah.
what Sin thinks it says, and I do hear the how you doing, but then when I look at that, I listen to it, I can hear that too. So I think it's based on perspective, honestly, and this is what this field is based on. Upon like, I go to meetings and I play stuff, and I get a guy Charles. He immediately thinks it says "fuck you" or "go fuck yourself" every single time, and it doesn't. But it's just based on what he perceiving sounds to be. So like while you're perceiving how you doing, I can still hear I'm tired of this ditch or I'm tired of this bitch. I don't maybe it's that.
So Sin,
But
let
I'm
me
hearing-
ask Sin this. Sin, first off, how upset are you that I get everybody to agree to hearing how you doing?
I'm
First
not.
All right.
You know I'm not.
I would have
We've been
figured
through
you would.
this.
What the
Yeah.
f- is he talking about? Why does he think that a ghost down here in Tennessee and be saying how you doing? Now, where were you for this?
Cemetery. Boogahala Cemetery.
The who hall?
What cemetery?
Hollow Cemetery.
Ooh.
Boogahala. And I was using Spirit Box, and it was this girl that came across and said, I'm just so tired of this ditch. I'm so tired of this ditch.
Ooh, that's good.
That slow southern drawl.
No, it's Italian guy. Nah. You know what? It's messed up that I got to do this. But no, that's the Italian guy saying how you doing, and you.
The witness protection program.
Look, I wish I was just making a joke. I'm not. It goes, shh, 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 and I swear to you, I hear, how you doing? And then the fade off, how you doing? That's all I hear. One more time. I'm not. Wait.
How you doing?
I don't. That's all I hear. Sarah, help me out, because I mean,
I mean, I can't help you because I, at this point, have audio pareidolia, and all I can hear is how you do an F face. It's literally all I can hear.
I was told we were not going to use big words like that. So, what did you just say?
I said audio pareidolia, where like I'm just
Wow.
hearing what I thought I heard the first time. I can't make it.
Pareidolia. Hold on a second, buddy. You writing that down? No, you're not. You got a
Audio
That's what it is.
pareidolia. I know.
para
what you
and
mean.
then delia, like not like Delia's gone.
Pareidolia.
But
not
Delia-
Pareidolia is like when you
DILIA.
see faces and everything. So like audio is just like when you already said how you doing. So now that's all I can hear. And for some reason my brain is adding, fuck face.
Oh, no, I'm not saying that. I'm giving you kudos on using the word audio pareidolia. I'm gonna use it tomorrow.
Ooh, he's on number 2.
On the next door neighbor.
No, he's on number 4, but good count.
What would you like to hear now, there, buddy?
It's still Captain's Daughter, brewed out of Westerly, Rhode Island, Graysdale Brewing, tremendous brewery. Beautiful grounds, by the way, too. They have a nice, like, outdoor. Anyway, go ahead. I digress. Go ahead.
I got to be honest. I don't know what you're saying.
Do that again, please.
Which one?
Number
All right.
1.
All right. I don't. You don't want to know what I hear on that one. I'm on my. This is my 5th. Golden Monkey. 9.5%
goddamn, you
alcohol.
look hammered, dude. You're
No,
a
I'm
Corona
fine.
guy.
I'm fine. I've been sick for weeks.
I might have a little Amelia Bedelia in the air as well, but I heard some dirty words too.
No, dude, I heard I don't want to tell you what I heard, but listen the whole time. Who wants to go first? If I go first, no one's gonna like me. So go.
Go
who
again.
wants-
Go again, Mike.
All right,
Yeah,
go
play it
again.
again. Ooh.
I don't know.
Tough one. It's a tough one because I see the board and I see what's being played and I see what, and I'm having a hard time putting that into place. To be honest with you, I'm hearing I'm hearing place at the end,
Mhm.
but I think it's a male. I think it's a male voice. I think it's a little jumbled. He says a full sentence, but maybe ace or place at the end, which matches what's been provided. But other than that, I can't tell you what I think he's.
Very diplomatic of you, buddy. Very, very diplomatic. Rick, I hear dirty words. I'm gonna let you go first. What are you hearing?
I couldn't make out. I couldn't make out what they were saying. I really couldn't.
Okay. Sarah, can you hear the beep bop beep bop beep bop? No. All right. One more time. I'll tell you what I'm hearing. Go ahead.
Is there two different voices?
It sounds like it's saying, "Take your wiener by the nose."
Whoa!
I don't know what that even means. But listen.
I kind of hear wiener now.
I heard wiener that time.
Yeah, I know. I know you did because I heard wiener too, and I've been trying to piece together what it said after that. By the nose is probably incorrect, but I
Yeah.
definitely heard grab your wiener. Now listen one more time. I don't know. Wiener.
All I'm hearing is wiener and some guy talking.
Yeah, I heard back porch.
Grab your wiener. Something back porch. That might make sense.
Take your
Maybe it's a
wiener out
cookout.
on the
Maybe it's a
back porch.
cookout. I don't know. Rick, what did you hear?
Like, with different land.
Let's have a wiener on the back porch. Of course, that's exactly what I heard.
We're all in agreement. Sin,
Yes.
Sin,
There
you
you
took
go.
this recording. Were you at a barbecue?
No.
Oh,
Okay.
all right, that goes that theory. Where were
Were
you?
wieners involved? Was the male there?
Hey, now it's your birthday, but relax. HR 11:30 Tuesday. Do not park in the front. Go ahead, Sin.
Sarah's got 11:30 on Tuesday, so am I after her?
Go right in with her. Sin, go
All
ahead.
right, well,
Let's
yeah.
go together.
It's
Two for
in
one
the
deal.
basement of a friend of mine's store,
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
and
What type
it's
of
spirit
store?
box.
What type of
What?
store? What? I'm sorry. What type of store?
It is a little bit of everything. She started with antiques. She's got hippie stuff. That's where I get my sage and my crystals and stuff.
The type of shop where you walk in and the bell ring, ding, ling, ling, ling,
Yep.
Right.
and she knows you were
It's my
there, and you're
favorite
like,
shop.
God damn it, she
Young
knows I'm
skinny.
here. I'm not gonna buy anything. I gotta walk around while she watches me. That type of shop.
I love her store.
All right, I'm just saying. I'm just goofing. Go ahead. Were you down in the basement and tell me what's going on here because I heard wiener.
I had actually heard my name a couple of times in my right
Ooh.
ear, and it wasn't friendly, whatever it was. And so I got the spirit box out because I asked other people,
What?
did you hear anything? Did you hear them say my name? Did you hear my name? Nobody else heard it. Heard a growl.
Why do you suggest that it wasn't friendly, Stin? I'm sorry to interrupt you. Go ahead.
Buddy's off the tracks. Go ahead.
It wasn't that you just knew you weren't supposed to be down there.
Right.
It didn't want you there. It was just a little heavy. It wasn't demonic. It just was heavy.
No,
and
it's
it
that
wanted
heavy,
its
heavy
space.
feeling. Right.
But it
Yeah.
wasn't demonic. It was just
No,
it was
no.
just an evil
Just
type
wanted its
feeling.
own space.
It was like an evil feeling, right? That wanted to be left alone.
That what?
Wanted to be left alone.
Yes. Wanted everybody out of the store,
Oh, sounds very demonic.
especially the basement.
All right, what did you hear?
Cindy, right here, you can take our place.
Wow, that's a lot.
Hold on.
Oh, I heard
No,
the.
no,
You can
No.
take our own place. Like
no. I hear wiener, so I can't. I'm not trying to bring this to third grade humor, but I'm stuck with that word. So either we have to figure out a word that rhymes with it, or that could have replaced it because it's very, very. That's very obvious to me. Something wiener. Why would you say wiener? That's the whole point. I'm thinking, why are they saying?
You're
wiener?
hearing my name.
I hear the place clear as day now.
Yeah, definitely. I can hear you can take our place. Now that you're saying it, again, it's about a suggestion, but now that I think you're suggesting it, we're hearing it now. But I can definitely hear it more clearly now that I listen to it in that context.
You are sounding very intelligent tonight, buddy.
You like that, Mike?
No, I'm really impressed by what
Another
you're
year
saying.
older, another year wiser.
Sarah, are you hearing any of this? Well, what do you hear? I mean, come on.
I mean, I hear that you can take our place now, and I just want to go investigating with Sin because, man, they love talking to you.
Yeah.
None of them sounded happy with you, but they're talking to you.
A lot of them
Yeah.
aren't.
I have not tried to make that comparison, but it's true so far. If you notice, none of them like her. None of them like her. They're all unhappy. She's there.
That's because she's on to them. She's like, I got your number.
Right.
Yeah.
Sid, I like you, but on that note, I have to go, guys. Peace out. Sarah, nice meeting you. I'll see you guys next Thursday.
Rick,
Yeah.
good luck in blessing the masses.
Yeah, absolutely. We're gonna have some fun. All right, you guys have fun. I'll check you later.
All right,
Rick.
guys.
Peace.
That was Rick from Block Island, Rick the Messiah of Block Island. All right. Now, you can say that you had the thing in place, but so are we going to disregard the whole yeah, we will, I guess. The wiener
Yeah,
part.
we're disregarding wiener.
In other words, I heard it, you heard it. We're going to say we didn't hear it, which is kind of like pretending. But let's do that. What is next, buddy? Is it 3? It wasn't me. It wasn't.
It wasn't me.
Oh, I saw something pass over the desk, but I don't know.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
I don't. So, hey, buddy, take a nap.
Oh no, dude, that was a good EVP. I like that one.
So I heard. I gotta hear it again. I'm sorry. I gotta
Do
hear
it again. Do it again. Yeah.
Oh, I saw something pass over the desk, but I don't know.
So can I be? All right, I gotta be. So, all right, can I? All right.
That sounded very clear.
All right, but does it sound? Let me ask you this: if you guys had to just block Sin out for a second and guess where she was talking to that ghost, where would you guess they are?
Oh, I saw something pass over the desk, but I don't know.
Oof.
So, all right, let me just Sin. Hold on a second. So, guys, what I heard was this: I heard the voice say something first, and then it sounded like it was like Sin was like just hanging out, chilling. She sounded like she's chilling, laying down, and just like talking. That was awesome. The thing, and then it says it was me, right? But it almost sounds like the girl saying it was me. No,
that was a man.
Yeah,
yeah.
I heard a girl.
I heard a man say it was, and then me. It was just. I think it was a dude.
No, it sounded like a little girl, like going, "It was me."
Oh
Like,
yeah, I'm not on the same page, but it was
super
definitely it was
creepy.
me.
no, that's what I heard. Yeah, there was something said before that, but Sin sounded awfully relaxed. Is she not in that clip?
Can you play it again?
Oh, of course I can. I can do the.
Oh, I saw something pass over the desk, but I don't know.
It's a girl saying yeah, and then Sin talks, and the girl says it was me.
Mhm.
It sounds like I've been in that situation myself where I'm sitting by myself and I'm almost whispering into the mic because I don't want to like disrupt because it's just me and you get like clear response. But I mean,
I'm gonna say this is
Screens were my waiting for him. What's going on right now? What just happened? What did he? What? I want to protest, but I can't because I work here. Sarah, what's going on? First off, second off, what did you hear before we give it to Sin?
I think this is at Sin's house, or somewhere she knows, and she sees
Whose
something
house?
pass.
Say what?
Ooh.
Sin's
And it
house.
says, she says, I saw it over there by the desk, and it went, it's me. Like creepy. It was like
Very.
a creepy little girl.
That is
Yeah.
Yeah.
creepy,
The voice was intending to be creepy. Can we
Yeah.
go ahead and say that? Like it was actually putting a little extra oomph in being
And the me. Yeah, that
creepy. There was no need to say it like
Can
that.
I just address something really quick? The way they sound to us, we address them as creepy or demonic or this or that because they sound weird. Just remember, these spirits are probably coming through on a different frequency, through maybe even a different dimension. They're not going to sound like they did when they were people. I just like a lot of people are like, oh my god, it sounds demonic. Well, they're coming through on a different dimension. What do you expect? I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I don't think everything is as like evil sounding as we think it is. It's breaking multiple planes of sound and time, and I don't know what else. It's not
Buddy.
always going to sound like Grandpa.
Buddy.
That's all I got to
Buddy,
say. That's all I'm
I'm
at.
gonna be. Can we be honest here? It's your birthday, and you just made me feel dumber. I feel dumber because let me tell you why. We
Tell me
compare
why.
we compare it to words that we know. We compare it to feelings that we can relate to. So when we
Right.
say that voice sounds creepy, guess what? Sounds creepy because that's all we can compare it to. We can't go. Oh, you know
Okay,
what?
all right, it does sound
Let
creepy.
me
And
think about where it came from.
I've used the
Let me
same
think about this
adjective
ghost's
myself.
experiences. What has it gone through in life? Where is it coming from? Let me think about it on that. No. Creepy sounding.
I'm just saying, not everything that sounds creepy is like demonic or negative. There's so many tags that are put on stuff for bolstering like emotions in times like this. It's not always like something that's like gonna swallow our fucking souls. That's out there. I'm sorry.
Sarah, did you say anything about swallowing souls?
I mean, I don't actually believe in demons. I think we talked about this before, so I don't think anything's demonic. But I mean, it sounded creepy. That doesn't mean it is creepy. And I do kind of agree with Buddy. Sometimes it might take a little extra force or something to push something through.
What?
So it might sound a different way, or even if something grabs you or touches you or knocks you over. I mean, they might just be misjudging what they need to break through that wall.
Yeah.
But
So-
it sounded creepy.
So,
Yeah.
I don't think it's demonic.
other than being wrong in what you just said, in my opinion, you're also wrong about demons, and you're also
there's
wrong about agreeing with Buddy. You wait.
Oh.
You know what? Here's what I've learned from listening to people talk for a couple too many years. So everyone that says that, there's no demons, there's nothing evil. Wait 8 months, they come back to the show and they tell you about all the demons they saw and what the Christ did they start and all this other stuff. Do not trust the paranormal world to not have demons.
Right.
If you do not think there's demons, then I don't know. I'll tell you. I mean, how do you not think there's demons? Like seriously.
All right. Really quick, can we throw this out there? Because
I'm not asking you, Buddy. Sarah's on the table here. How do you not believe in
Demons
demons?
are a Judeo-Christian ideal. So what do you think that they have in India? They're jinn, or like, do you think they're all?
Oh, so you're going by the name. You're stuck up on the name that I'm talking about.
Okay.
My bad for using the word demons to describe what they are. But they're basically, again, that's the only word that I had to describe them.
How
Demons.
do you know they're not aliens?
They could be whatever, Sarah.
They can be anything.
I'm
I mean, I didn't
describing
say
them.
there's not bad stuff. There's
They
bad
could be
stuff.
asshole ghosts, Mike. They could just be assholes coming
Yeah.
back to be assholes like they were assholes in life. We don't know.
I tend to agree with Buddy on that.
Oh, thank you so much, Sarah.
Evil
Mike is
assholes
always
die
wrong.
too. Yeah, cheers. Evil bad assholes die too. And then they're evil asshole ghosts.
Right.
I don't agree with either one of you. You guys are like a Carvel
No,
cake.
no, wait. What about
Uh,
kids? What about when you hear kids? You automatically think it's a demon trying to trick you? Or is it a child that has died and is just trapped in some manner because not all children go to heaven? Is it a kid or is it a demon?
You just say all kids don't go to heaven?
I'm putting the argument out and I'm letting her decide for herself.
Letting who?
Me.
Sarah. Yeah. please.
I
Whoa,
am not
Sin, but
a
Sin is familiar with
Christian.
the argument, probably.
Yeah, I don't believe in a heaven or hell. So that's just my belief. I'm not Christian.
Sarah. Do
Not,
you believe that? Do you believe
sorry.
that? Sarah, do you believe that your soul is going to move on to another place?
I mean, what is a soul?
The soul
Like,
is
this
the
is
inside.
super
I'm telling you.
existential.
Wait, hold on. I'm going to tell you. If you ask, I'll tell you.
Okay,
What is
tell
the
me.
soul?
Yeah.
It is what's inside you. It's the thought that's inside you. That's not quite your brain, not quite your heart. That hears things and does things that you know is who you really are. The soul.
Conscious
And you know
collective
that
memory.
energy is not going to die. Are you with me on that?
I believe consciousness can survive corporeal
Okay, thank
death,
you. So we
yes.
move on, right? We move on to the next
Yeah.
level. Would you agree to that? Would you agree we all move on to the next level?
I
Thank you.
don't know if it's a level. It could be on just a different, it could be on the side.
It could be a roller skate rink. I don't give a fuck. What I'm saying is we all move on, am I right? Thank you.
Somewhere.
We all move on. Am I right in saying that? We all move on?
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay, thank you. So then if Sin calls it Christian religion, and I call it, I don't know, Christ Almighty, Alaskan
Italianism, and I call
Italianism.
it Buddhism.
Does it
They all
matter?
say
Are
the
we
same
not
thing,
all going to the same place? Are we not all moving on as energy? Does it not all work in good and evil, bad, black and white, bad and good?
See, now, unfortunately, buddy, you can't do that. I'm from Buffalo, man.
Oh, fuck you!
No Bills! No, fuck you!
Oh, I hate the Bills! Almost as much as I hate the Patriots.
You know what the best thing is, Sin?
Yeah, let's
Sin,
see.
when's the last time either one of them won a Super Bowl?
Oh, fuck you too, Mike!
I mean, seriously, we added up the years and combined it between years in which they won the Super Bowl. Keep in mind now that the best Buffalo Bill of all time is also one of the best murderers of all time. Just let's keep that in mind.
Wait, who's the best Buffalo Bill of all time?
He's talking about O.J. Simpson, but I would argue that it's Jim Kelly. But
or Thurman Thomas, or
Thurman Thomas, or Bruce Smith. Yeah.
Oh, that man was a beast.
Oh yeah, they were. Sin, I'm sorry to talk football. They were such a good
Sin,
team.
sorry.
They got beat 4 Super Bowls in a row. Let me repeat
We got
that.
there.
Jim Kelly, getting there does not matter. Jim Kelly and
That's
Thurman
true.
Thomas
Four Super Bowls in a row.
lost to 3 NFC East teams: the Giants, the Commanders, which you know they're not, and the My point is this: they stink. Sin, actually, buddy, stop pointing at your chest. What would you like to hear next, buddy? Buddy,
Sorry,
Wyatt, did
Sid.
you hear that? Buddy, Wyatt, did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard that, Mike. Thank you.
He said, your son's name was Wyatt, and he drove an El Camino. And I said, yeah. And then he said...
Did you hear that?
I didn't play that again, please.
Wait, stop. I'm going to ask this right off the bat. Sin, at the end,
Yes.
did you hear that? Who is that?
I didn't think you were supposed to ask questions.
No, I'm asking this one head up because I know about this right
It's
here.
not me.
So no one in the room said, "Did you hear that?" Is that what I'm picking up? Is the anomaly?
My sister is telling a story. I'm recording it on my phone. We're the only two in the room. I'm not speaking. The television is not on. Her dog's asleep. Her cat's asleep.
That's awesome.
And you
No
hear
males
Wyatt.
in the room. There's no man in the room.
Mike, play that again, please.
Right, because that's very obvious at the end.
He said, your son's name was Wyatt, and he drove an El Camino. And I said, yeah. And then he said...
Did you hear that?
Oh, my God.
Yeah, so, all right. That's
Clearest
it's
I've ever
clear as
gotten.
day that it sounds like you recorded a radio station. And I'm not trying to make discredit it. I'm just saying that's so clear as day. It sounds like
I recorded that on the 23rd of February when she was telling me this story to go into the sequel to this 4th book. She was telling me a story that Wyatt had visited in such a way, and some things had happened that were incredible. And he was listening there. He tapped. That's him tapping because it wasn't us. And then he said that. Most clear EVP I've ever gotten in my life.
That's really clear.
what type of recorder was used?
It was my phone. It
Oh,
was simply my phone.
I hate cell phones. They're good for you.
Sarah?
That's
I
my
don't know.
baby.
Look, the phone thing. I mean, like you got to have them off while you're investigating, especially the newer iPhones because they mess with everything. But man, the clearest EVPs I've ever gotten are on it, and someone's using their cell phones, and it's just like,
I'm still on.
And I was just using the little, the recorder app
yeah.
just to get the story so I could, when I got home, after, finished crying and everything, to transcribe it later on. It took me, I had to wait until about April to transcribe it. And the night I was transcribing, I got to 6 minutes and 42 seconds and I hear Wyatt's voice. And I couldn't believe it.
So let me ask you this. Was that his voice?
That is his voice. And he's
That's
smiling as he's saying it.
Oh, play that again, please, please.
So how did you try to disprove yourself? Like, how did you try to figure out how to figure out
Wyatt died on the 6th of April, 2022. Wyatt died. We lost our baby.
But I mean, like, when you find something like that, do you not try to find reasons for why it could have happened other than like you
Yeah, he's checking in with us. He checks in with us. And I had been praying for him to check in with me because he was my mini me. He did stuff with me that my husband, let's go to Olive Garden. Greg doesn't like Olive Garden. Wyatt did. Wyatt liked murder mysteries. Greg doesn't. Wyatt liked going ghost hunting. Greg doesn't. Wyatt was my mini me. I'm only his aunt, but it was like Susan had him for me, because I don't have kids. I've got 2 stepsons.
So,
but Wyatt was my baby.
I guess
when we lost him at 19 and a half, it was awful.
So,
it's still awful.
All right.
It's terrible.
First off, you got to love the Olive Garden for the breadsticks and the salad. Anybody who wants to sleep on the Olive Garden for that reason, they're lying. Now, what I'm trying to say is, in other words, when I hear these things, I always think like in my head, if I caught something like that, I would try to figure out every way that I could come up with that it's not real. Like I try to disprove myself so that I can backpedal and see, like, because once you start to say, all right, it can't be that, well, it's not that, and then you pine away and get down to, you whittle it to where it's just can't explain it. That's when I feel like you have something, because that is so ridiculously clear.
Yeah.
That it sounds like someone's literally at the same volume as you. Hold on one more time.
He said, your son's name was Wyatt, and he drove an El Camino. And I said, yeah. And then he said...
Did you hear that?
That's... All right. Honestly, that sounds like it's overdubbed, if I'm being 100% honest.
And
so clear.
And people can argue with me all they want. I know it was my sister and I in the room only with a cat and a dog that were asleep. The television was not on. It was the sound. It was on, but the sound was off. Wyatt just checks in.
That's so.
And it's the first time he checked in with me.
So that's definitely not a cat or a dog. A dog.
No.
That is.
That's my baby.
Sarah, what do you think of that?
I mean, it's beautiful. And the thing is that wasn't meant for anyone else but them. So it really doesn't matter what any of us say.
Exactly. Yeah.
That was for them. And, and don't say just an aunt saying, because my mom's sister, my aunt's like my second mom. So, we all had those people in our life that were our moms, even if they didn't give birth to us. But that was just for you guys, which is what makes it so amazing and beautiful.
Right? Yeah.
And Buddy, he was right there.
Buddy, were you shocked that she didn't start with I agree with Buddy?
Oh my God.
No,
jealous, Mike.
Buddy.
Honestly, I'm a big proponent for loved ones coming through afterwards. I have had multiple experiences myself in 4 years. I had a medium come on the metaphysical show the other night and had connected with my wife on a previous date, and then reconnected with my wife. Said she was here and talked about her favorite colors and talked about like intimate details. And but I do believe definitely that our loved ones will come through at various times at like in this own house that I'm sitting in right now on the upstairs level. We were down here. We were in right in front of where I'm sitting right now doing an EVP session. There was a recorder upstairs above me in the living room, the former living room of the house of this is my grandparents' house, and you hear clear as day, buddy, into the recorder, like you can't tell me that's anybody else. That it was one of my grandparents. It's somebody who knows me, somebody who knows I'm here. And these moments are, while they're for skeptics, they're like, hey, it could have been this, it could have been that. The person who actually experiences it, it's all that and the bag of tips, and it's absolutely phenomenal. So that was a very personal moment that you shared. Is very personal experience, and that's always like it just makes it more believable, if anything, just when it's that like heart wrenching, you know.
So I'm a big believer in the fact that they loved ones can, along with my belief that all kids and dogs go to heaven. You can laugh.
I'm sorry, Mike. I'm sorry.
It's the same belief I have that loved ones can break through, and they put that extra energy into breaking through with electronic waves, vibes, vibrations. They figured a way, especially in any kind of recordings, they can get their way into, because that's kind of how recordings work. So I think if you know the voice, right? If you know the sound of the voice, there's no arguing that that's his voice. So with that being said, the only other reason I can come up with is that you had his voice saying that on some other recording, and somehow that got caught, but that didn't make sense. So I guess all I come down to is, when they want to really talk to you, it seems like they can reach you. You know what I mean? Like it's all energy, right? It's all about gaining energy, losing energy. That's what good is. That's what bad is. And that's what the main commodity that we have is energy. And I think like they put forth extra energy to get that to you. And it's who was speaking first? Is that his mom?
Yes, Susan, my sister.
So he was literally sounding like he was trying to be funny to break the mood. That's literally what I heard in his voice. He was trying to say that in a way to like kind of like break the mood, because his mom didn't sound very happy about hearing all that.
I mean, it's a devastating thing. And the two taps you hear was also him. It was two taps, and then did you hear that? So
that's one of those things literally where if someone knows the person's voice, it's a hard argument. You know what I mean? Because if you know that person's voice and you're like, no, that's that person. So how can you argue with that?
And the thing is too, anybody could argue with me that they want to, but in my heart, I know it was him, and I don't care what anybody else thinks. I don't care.
The only problem with that, I would say, is that it's too clear. It's too
I'm being dead serious. Clear I've ever heard, or it's definitely the most clear I've ever captured. Yeah. And if I had been thinking the whole time since he died, I was training him to be my videographer, and I was teaching him how to ghost hunt and what we did and how we did it. If I had been thinking the entire time, I would have been scouring every audio clip I had since he died to see if he had spoken to me. But, I just hadn't thought of that.
All right, let me ask you guys this. So now him speaking on old recordings, does that have to do with him speaking at the time? Or is it possible to put his voice back on old recordings? Because again, recordings are just vibrations on tape, or however you want to record them, even digital. So if we're going to say they can speak to us, then why can't they imprint something that's from the past and just make me a message on that too? Anybody?
Yeah, that's just a weird physics question, Mike. Sometimes I say that it sounds like my relative, but for the most part, it just sounds like a voice that's affirmative in answering questions.
Remember the first word you used though? That it's a very weird, what'd you say, psychic type question?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, but thank God we have the psychological ghost investigator.
Right.
Sarah
True,
Paranormal,
true.
explain it to us. So, Sarah, what you tell me? What did you hear on that? What's going on?
I mean, so with EVPs, there's kind of a few theories. Like we've done experiments at the suggestion of my professor where you block the microphone when you're using a digital recorder, and you can still pick up EVPs. I haven't had any show up later. I've had them disappear. Like we knew it was there, and we've gone back. Have you guys ever had that? It's like it's not there anymore. I don't know what happened.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yes, I have an investigator from New York. I swear, I'm like, you're just not hearing it, maybe, but she calls it the disappearing EVPs, and they're there 1 minute and then they're not the next. I'm skeptical of it, but she seems to think it's paranormal.
It's to the point where we've brought it to clients. Like we've clipped it and brought it to clients. And when we play it for them and it was clear as day, then all of a sudden we get to the house where we supposedly captured it and it's not there anymore. So I think really, Mike's got to have something going like to truth to what you asked. Like
that is really interesting because I always thought it was like just her own like paranoia,
PK like type, maybe.
But it had come out on meetings and we had played it and it was clear. And then again, when you present it to the person, like nobody can hear it. It's like, oh, I guess there was something there in the first place. And then I go to the next one. But I've had that experience myself several times.
Yeah.
It's just like you everybody agrees on it, everybody hears it, and then it's just not there anymore. And I just think I attribute it to like it not being there in the first place, where other investigators in my group will say it was there and then it mysteriously disappeared. I don't know.
Well, if it's a psychic impression like that of the spirit that they're telepathically like imprinting it onto the like digital recorder, even if the mic is plugged, so it's not picking up any audible sound because we're not talking about something that's making sound waves, or you'd hear it with your ears. Then they should be able to erase it or put it there whenever, like Mike said, right?
Is spirit the same as soul?
I think so. Yeah.
Mike, yeah.
I mean, in parapsychology, an apparition or spirit would be a conscious, a conscious entity.
But when we speak about demons, that's when the religious aspect of it kicks up.
Well, I'm not talking about spirit in a religious way. I'm ignoring you, buddy. I'm going to talk to Mike. I'm not talking about it in a religious way. It's just terminology, I guess, at that point, because I look at it this way. Like, so we don't even know what makes us where that resides in the living human. They can't figure out where that is. So, I mean, we don't know what it is in someone who's died. So we just name it things.
I think we name it
I don't
things.
know.
I think we name it things that we can make each other understand. We use
vocabulary
that we can all get along with. So I really think when people speak in every single religion about where they're going, I hope they all know they're all going to the same place. Like I was raised, I guess, Catholic. I don't really care what heaven is. I don't care what you call it. I just know that that energy does not stop upon death of the body. That's the one thing that I can say of 2 years of doing this friggin' channel is that I've learned, unfortunately, because I didn't want to learn this, but that, they can't speak to you. And there is something else going on if you really pay attention. It all comes down to the devil is in the details. Do you pay attention? If you do pay attention, that's what I'm worried about Sarah Paranormal, because she does not see evil for some reason. And you can't have good without
bad.
Thank you. Before I throw this to a wrap, Sin, thank you so much for the clips. We'll do the rest on another show.
These were so good.
They were really good. They were really clear, and I'm glad that you know us so well from doing the Sunday show with us and the news on Wednesday with us, because you understand. I'm just trying to hammer at you because that's what people are gonna ask. Like I gotta ask the questions that like the dumb DUMM.
You never asked. You never asked me to explain the it was me.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. All right. Good.
Old
Explain.
hometown business, that same old hometown business. The first time I investigated it, they had this thing scare a woman, and it wasn't human. It was not human. So this thing would appear smoky. It would appear elongated sometimes. When I saw it, it floated over my head like a black cloud with eyes in it.
Mm.
And it said, and that's what I saw when I said, oh, I think I saw something, but I'm not sure. And it said it was me.
You saw a black cloud with eyes.
Yes.
That's scary.
It was me.
I've never seen anything since like it.
Wait a minute. So is in the room with you?
Yes, it was
There's
floating over me.
So it was like a puff of smoke, a black puff of smoke with eyes.
Yes, a real cloudy, like when kids draw clouds, that's what it looked like, except it was black. It was black, smoky cloud.
So it was a cumulus cloud?
Yes, I think it was.
I've heard about people seeing mists. I have a friend whose mom saw an orange mist, and then the next day made everybody go to church. I know of a person that happened in the family. So I guess let's end with this last question. Cloud, mist, whatever you want to call it. A lot of people claim to see these things, different colors. I don't know what the colors mean. Maybe one of you guys knows. But they do float into the rooms, and people either see eyes, or they see a mouth, or they see some sort of like whatever. And next thing you know, they go to church. Has anybody else dealt with that or heard of that?
Yes.
Who wants to go first? Sarah, buddy.
Yeah,
Fight it out.
Me? Okay.
Yeah, we did just have a case. We did just have a case where someone saw one that was red, that was floating, and
That's bad.
we didn't make contact with it, but thinking it was thinking it had something to do with a poltergeist, actually. So, and it was poltergeists are living agents. So we actually think a person manifested that apparition.
Nice.
So I don't know. It could be a lot of different things. Yeah.
What about a demon, Sarah?
It could be an elemental.
Wait a minute. Stop. You believe in elementals before demons?
I believe there's all sorts of things. I just don't know if it has anything to do with religion.
See, that's where you're getting caught up.
Yeah,
Who's saying
probably.
religion? Who's saying religion? Like, I'm using words that we all know.
Demon is a
religious term.
It's a religious term. So what would be another word for it then, Mikey?
Negative.
All right, time out. First off, no one calls me Mikey. No one.
Sorry.
No one has ever called me Mikey. No one's ever tried it. No one ever does.
I didn't
it
mean
doesn't
to.
work out well.
My teammate's named Mikey. I apologize. So I got confused.
I feel bad for him. I apologize to that person, but I will say this. Anybody that goes by Mikey that has a name Michael or Mike, no. You would just never do it. Because if you grew up when I grew up and you know Mikey likes it and you had a war here about that stupid cereal commercial nonstop, ain't no such thing as Mikey. And anybody called me Mikey, that was no. So Sarah, please. You already get you get two and a half strikes on you. I'm pitch count.
Man.
You're at 2.5. So I don't know.
Wait. So
okay.
calling you that got me less of a strike than saying fuckface?
Yes. Oh.
Okay.
No, actually flip it. I'm sorry. No, fuckface was the 0.5. I don't know. What do I care about that? I just repeated it. Sin, what would you like to say to wrap it up?
Thank you for letting me come on as a guest, and I'll see you again soon.
Sarah, what would you like to say?
I mean, great stuff, Sin. Good job.
Thank you.
Buddy Money Thayer. Get off the phone.
Sin, always a pleasure hearing another investigator's stuff. It's always good to even to listen beforehand, afterwards. Sometimes someone picks up something, it's always good to get another person's perspective. So it's good to see how other people do it. And you're from Tennessee, and I have this new appreciation for Southerners because I just took a Civil War class in Southern New Hampshire University. Anyway, I digress. Anyway, tune in, Christ, a Sunday, a Father's Day, as we welcome Arizona, MUFON. It's like something to do with UFOs. President, Hurd. What's his name, Mike? Hurd. Shane Hurd. Shane Hurd will join us live on Sunday, 7:05. And he's going to talk about what he's talking about aliens and crafts and abductions and all that fun probes and all that fun stuff. And then join us next week live as I here on Thursday. Christ, I'm like stuttering my speech.
Are we having Christ on Thursday, buddy? Did you just say we're having Christ on
Alan
Thursday?
McNeil and
Big show on Thursday. Let me tell you right now.
The Massachusetts Paranormal Research Organization or Association. Where is the fuck that from? Ellen has been on our shows many times, and this is the first time they're going to present evidence. It'll be a really good time to hear Jack Kenners, the author and the paranormal investigator, and Ellen McNeil, Mama Bear, play some of their greatest hits here on Legit Paranormal Clips.
I didn't know it was Mama Bear. I remember Mama Bear.
It's Mama Bear, Mike. It's Mama Bear.
Yeah, I'm not gonna mess with that. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't.
You got to be there.
Buddy, probes are not positives. I don't know what you've learned in school, but probes
I know that story about Twin Rivers or Lincoln Woods and the probe and the aliens and the North Providence cop or the Pawtucket cop. I don't know you always tell it every time there's a UFO person on, so I assume we're going to hear that story again.
I want to congratulate you on taking James How to Speak Like James Brown. It's been pretty phenomenal. You've actually said a couple of sentences. I don't even know if they're English, but I want to thank you for working on that.
Right.
At the New England Institute of whatever it is of Science. I don't know what did you say you were doing? Hold on. Oh, I want to mute her. I want to highlight the. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to solo you out. Show the book.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
No problem. I got to work it back though. So let's see if I can do this.
These are all on Amazon.
I have a book too on Amazon that I don't tell people about for some reason. It's called
If you want to
Hell.
hear more EVPs, grab this one. They're speaking. Are you listening? And you can go to elkvalleyparanormal.com and listen to every EVP in this book.
Oh, wow. Right. That's out of there.
That sounds awesome.
So, buddy, you're good. Sarah, you're good. Sin, you were good. So then, Sin, let me thank you again for being on. The one thing that I'm going to tell you is, if that is Wyatt's voice, that's one of the most blatant, like, reach outs I've ever heard. That's one of the clearest ones I've ever heard. Like, that's one of the ones that I would immediately, if I didn't know the person, know the backstory, I'd be like, that's fake because it was so real.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I work. That was really good. So thank you again.
Thank you.
Sin Schrader Hill. 4, Sarah Parah Normal. 4, Buddy Money Thayer. Is me, Mike Leopard King. Mike L. This was Legit Paranormal Clips brought to you by the Legit Podcast.com. Thank you so much for watching. We'll be back on Sunday night. Don't forget, we have Block Island Ghost Tours Summer Parties, June 25th, 26th, 27th, I believe, or 24th, 25th, 26th. Am I off?